Robert Frost said, "To be a poet is a condition, not a profession." To the reader, then, poetry is an affliction, and the love for it an addiction. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If I commit suicide, if I commit suicide, it will be on a happy day. I would wrap the day as efficiently as I would wrap my life. Instructions clear, bank accounts safe, investments earmarked. I would make your favorite dish, stuffed aubergine with sun-dried tomatoes. Serve it with garlic bread. Call in your favorite ice cream, Jamoca Almond Fudge, and have a glass of chianti on the side. As you look on in wonder, I would watch you with pleasure as the sun sets and fills you with its glow. In the end, I would have attempted to give you what neither you nor I could give each other: care. Oh, I'm not fussing the good things which we performed with discipline. We would always end our days with our duty to each other completed to perfection. But we would also be polite but insidious, thoughtful but sarcastic. We would hollow each other, tired of figuring out each other's metaphors. For we had become proficient in knowing what hurt both of us as we talked of making sense and losing our minds. We always thought we would find love right in front of each other, preordained, either as a beginning or as a finality. But instead, we found storms brewing in living rooms and broken teacups in the backyards. What is it about ordinary lives that its intimations of helplessness are far more severe than the defeat of a cherished dream? Thought by thought, remark by remark, word by word, we were chipped, alienated, distanced, until we were frightened of ourselves, doubtful of our very place in the universe, and felt undeserving of the sheltering skies or the unquestioning beauty of the world. There's so much I will miss. Stories of others where they'd found the meaning which had always eluded me. Empty chairs left behind after the music was over and we overflowed. The slant of flower-laden boughs as they smiled and encroached into my walk. The careless spread of broken blossoms lying as inspiration. The warm glow of evenings without chatter or insistences. But then it would all be overlaid with the intonations of familiar voices as they slowly entangled me as oral nooses. That's when I knew it was time. It would be appropriate that I would leave so serenely, as my entire life has been an exercise in evolving quietly in the backyards of my own despair, so much so that I would bleed and I myself would not know. Who says suicide is drama where the protagonist doesn't know the end? I know. I know you will break, you will be inconsolable, but not irreparable. You are strong and practical, and you will find solace in my note which would unequivocally say it was not your fault, that it was my choice alone. You will be massively inconvenienced, but not irreconcilably. You will regret my guts to give in fatally and finally to my anguish. After all, we had our own happy meter to figure out who made the other more melancholic. I will probably play Maxim's Hannah's Eyes as I would lie back and let my life leave me behind as a shell without any sense of presence. I was always a murmur. I will leave as a whisper. I hope I will finally come home to me. I hope I will finally come home to me. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If you enjoyed this poem, rate it on Spotify or leave a comment on Apple Podcast. And I have a lovely newsletter called The Uncuts, which is like a Sunday dollop of warmth and fun and beauty. Subscribe to it. The link is in the show notes. And if you loved this episode, please do share it with someone you love. See you next week.